Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Titans. The Titans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. No matter how many times times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. From the gun, running back on the move. Dropped out. Pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times, so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense starts deep in a hole. Back to pass. It's Beebe, who gets it out quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. The Titans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smallwood. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Titans want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
At the 36-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Scanning the field, it's Beebe. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
At the 25-yard line. And first down for the offense.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Marshall quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Marshall trying to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans.
Number 2.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Marshall quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. To the air, it's Wolf. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Titans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Titans line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Wolf. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Direct snap. Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll bring it back. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Marshall! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for a man. It's Beebe. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Titans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurd! They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
17.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Beebe. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Why not trying to get it in? Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On the move, it's Cousins. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Beebe. They're setting up the screen. Look out, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Titans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Across the third. Out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Get it out on the screen. Creates a little room. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. A great catch and run for 6.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a...
Out of the end zone. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far, and the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Beebe. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
He lofts one down the sidelines. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Makes the grab on the left. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. To the air, it's Beebe. A little release to the back. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown Titans. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Number 12.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's caught. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's B. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
At the 36. Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Makes the grab. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it.
Breaks into the open. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Titans are in the hurry-up. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together